So today we dealt more in depth with how to change between fractions, decimals, and percents. And I went over these quick tips with my students, and I'm going to show you how to apply them. So if you want to change from a percent to a fraction, you simply write whatever your percent is over 100 and then simplify. So in this case we have the number 52%. So we would write 52 over 100, and then we would simplify that fraction. So this fraction simplifies to 13/25. If you want to write a percent as a decimal, you simply divide your percent by 100. So 13.6%, we would divide 13.6 by 100, and we would get 0 and 136 thousandths. If we want to change a fraction to a decimal, we would divide our numerator by our denominator. So in this case, we would do 27 divided by 30. And just because I don't have this memorized, we would get 9/10. To change a fraction to a percent, you change it to a decimal first, following this method, then multiply by 100. So for the fraction 8/11, we would divide 8 by 11. And if we do that, we get 0.72 repeating. We would multiply that by 100. And we would get 72 and 72 hundredths repeating percent. To change a decimal to a percent, you simply multiply by 100. So 67 hundredths multiplied by 100 becomes 67%. To change a decimal to a fraction is a little bit more involved, but it's not that bad. You have to know your place values, though, to do this. You would write it however you would read it, including the place value, then you would simplify. So if you have this decimal, you would read it as 73/100ths. Because 3 falls in the hundredths place, it's 73/100ths. So you would place 73 over 100. In this case, we cannot simplify, so that's the fractional form of 73/100ths.